So should I move over to this kitchen area? Here, and I guess since I'm on the trending of video blogging, many other topics of discussion. So I was talking about like marital status, depression, stuff like that, like actual depression, like clinical depression, where it's a subcategory of depression or something like that, or what they call depression, which really a mental condition, like kind of stigmatized when you mention it, but when you have stuff and like bipolar and stuff like that, it was stigmatized. It is so, but like say depression itself, where like you're talking about endorphins and whatnot, and then stuff like that. But I mean, everything that. So, me personally, when I first started taking meds, it was a host of things that I was thinking about, like when I was going to the clinics and stuff, and so I talking to my psychiatrist and stuff like that. I would they'd say, "Oh, this makes me feel this way, and this makes me feel this way," and I was trying to formulate an idea like what was the perfect med to like keep me like I guess you could say functioning, right? So because another thing that you think about is like you want to when you're on meds, you want to seem like you want to make it seem like you're an able person. You want to compensate. Like I'm able, so I'm life's work and stuff, and prove that I'm able and stuff like that. And so competency comes in the form of like, when you say you lack something, or you say, beyond rewriting and speaking, you say, oh, I'm not good at like elevators, or I'm not good at phones, or something like that, like as a receptionist or something like that, which I'll have like experience in and stuff like that, or like inexperience in. You take those things and you say, well, I want to be competent at these things because this is what I have to do to make money and to survive in this, in life and stuff like that, with, living and stuff. So you want to be competent in those things, you couldn't just, it was a thing to try to go find an occupation where was like, oh, I want to do something where I don't have to talk to anybody, I don't have to be so competent, but even on all levels of communication, you have to have communication skills, whether it be like most recluse position you think you can have, you have to have communication skills, because there's always going to be a way to find out, to have to relay information or something like that. So I was taking meds and stuff like that. So it just kind of segues into like, being competent at work, and like, oh, I'm not good at this, and like you just kind of let it go and stuff like that. And I've gone through many jobs where I just completely failed. I build up momentum and then like it just and like it just shut down, like basically. And like so epic failure, really, in terms of like employment, like no longer employed, So I would be like, so I thought that was, it was a crappy feeling too, because like what the fuck, the world just flip flops inside out, there's crisis all over again, and I would say that in terms of if I would apply that to like life and disabled where you don't work at all, I wouldn't really apply it other than like the things I said yesterday about when you're disabled, you're exposed to certain things. Involved a disability, you're entitled to a disability benefit, and you are at danger, so you may put yourself in trouble with the law or whatnot. And it's susceptible to that. So I don't know if that's a job in itself, but the job to stay sane about it, you know what I mean, and stuff, and keep it from psychotic break and shut down, and like and anything else, any other kind of like what was that other thing? meltdown and stuff like that. And so, like, so of course when you're working, it's like it's you're not focused on it so much. You just take meds and you work, which was what I did. So I did that. So but like say you were just perfectly normal and stuff like that, or so-called normal, and you need to take meds. You go to work, and some people go to work for whatever reasons. They have a career. They're like, oh, well, I go to work for like just get away from family. Or I go to work because this is my career and this is what I do as a livelihood or something like that, or like as what I do for a living. This is what I'm like my purpose and stuff like that. So people look at work differently. You know what I mean? But you learn in a psychology class that when it's all said and done, a lot of people sometimes they rapidly deteriorate after they're done working because work was so much to them, so much of a part of their life that when it's no longer there, it just you go into rapid decline. And and I going from work to disability, so like that, I wouldn't say it's a rapid decline, but it's a totally different thing. Where I was like, wait a minute, I was working, I wasn't worried about these things when I was working. Now I'm worrying about things like, in trouble with the law and stuff like that, overexposed and stuff like that, but it'd be making my condition worse and stuff like that, because with work, I wasn't totally experienced in it, but the experience I had in it, there was a schedule, there was a certain discipline you had to it and stuff like that. So, I'll touch on that later, maybe a little.